So after you've turned on your computer, the first thing we're going to have to do is select a language. So your two options are going to be English United States and English United Kingdom. Now this can be a bit confusing because United Kingdom might be what we think we want, but we're going to want English United States and we're going to click yes. This will be explained when we come to the keyboard option. So because we selected United States, it's going to default to United States as the country, but when we're after the region, of course we're after Australia. You can scroll up, but you can also grab the little rectangle on the right hand side and just drag it all the way up to get to Australia. And click yes. So you're going to see a lot of these loading screens, and this is the really crucial part. It's really important that you make sure that the keyboard layout that you pick is the US keyboard, because otherwise some of the symbols will be wrong, such as your @ symbol. So the US, and it'll give you an option to select a second keyboard. You can do that later, but we're going to skip that for now. So the next step is really important. You do need to make sure that you're connected to the internet, because otherwise you can't actually do the setup process. Today I'm going to select CSMN and I'm going to tick that connect automatically button so that I don't have to do this every time. When you click connect, it's going to prompt you to put in your security key, but my screen's going to look a bit different because the school network is a bit different. So I'm just going to cut here because it is a little bit different for the school network. Now, once you've connected to the internet, it will start doing this process, and I've sped it up a lot, but it does take a little while. So don't stress, it will take a bit of time. We then get the Windows 10 license agreement. It's just all of your typical license agreements there. You can scroll through and read it all, left-hand side and right-hand side. And once you're kind of happy with all of that, you will be able to click accept. So we're going to click accept now. And again, another just a moment screen. A lot of those loading screens will happen. Now this step is really, really important. This is the part that will actually set the device up as a St. Bede school device. So it's crucial that we are not setting up this device for personal use. We're setting it up for an organization. This is because we can then actually load all the school apps and such just directly onto your device, which is this amazing part of this setup. So please make sure that you press setup for an organization, and this will not work if you're not connected to the internet. So once again, we've got another loading screen, and here you will need to put in your school email. Now this is quite straightforward if you've come from a feeder primary school, but basically it should just be your first name dot last name at mnstu.catholic.edu.au. Obviously your first name dot last name just being your first name dot last name. Now some of you may know that your email address has a number or an additional letter in either your first or last name. That still applies here at St. Bede, so please insert that if you know that you had one of those from primary school. Once you have put your information in, click the next button and it will take you to this sign on page. Again, it's your first name dot last name, no need for the email part, and your password is Bedes Year 7. Click login once you've done that, and this will take you to this is the authenticating. Next, we'll have to choose the privacy settings. Again, you won't actually need to change anything here. Everything defaults to yes, so just click accept. And away we go again. You can protect your device if you'd like, but for now, I'm just going to click skip. You definitely can go back to this later. And again, another loading screen. So here we are. We're finally back at the screen. We're actually finally at basically the last part of setup now. Now, the applications will be automatically downloaded by this program called Company Portal. You can see it just here when we open it, but just if yours isn't already there, you can just search it down the bottom as Company Portal. This app is what allows us to install all of those specific apps for St. Bede's directly onto your device. It's pretty cool. The only thing that kind of needs to happen is you just select the school So we're part of the Maitland-Newcastle Diocese, so there's so many options here. You must make sure you pick Chisholm St Bede's Catholic College. That's going to ensure you get the right setup for our school. It's the fourth option down, and there is another Chisholm option. It is for St Aloysius, so please make sure that you have chosen the St Bede's option, because there is different devices that are not Windows devices there. Once you've clicked that, please click Done. And what it will start to do is eventually start to load things. So not initially, it kind of just takes its time here, which is quite interesting. So it tells you about your device, that's the name of this particular computer, and then it tells us all of the recently published app. So basically, this information here is all of the apps that will eventually be installed on your device. And sorry for the cut here, but basically the idea is all of these apps will be downloaded. I get a little impatient and I just started to click install. That is an option if you want to kind of force things to install, but if you can see in the bottom right, Google Chrome had installed in the background for me. You can see what's happening. There's all these apps that need to download, so of course it is going to take a while, and this is all done by that Microsoft Intune software distribution, which is down the bottom right. So just give it some time and it will be set up. Thank you, and hopefully you have it all set up for Tuesday ready to go.